Hello everyone, or should I say, hola from Espanol. I'm up here in the Pyrenees right now doing a little off-roading, but it's been a long day. Pulled into Santander port around 8 AM I think it was, so we had to be ready very early. And yeah, so I've been making my way into the town, Bilbao, whatever it's called, to get some supplies for the refrigerator and everything that's kitted out in here. Go over that later. And yeah, another couple of hours to get up to this point, which is the #1 trail on my book of kind of off-road trails around here. I'll show you that as well. And that's just 5 minutes up the road here. So we're going to go find that and do a little off-roading, and then hopefully find somewhere to camp. First track here is just 15 kilometers, and on the map it says it's easy, so yeah, good way to start really. #1 is an easy one, so yeah, we'll get through this without too many issues hopefully, and a bit of more road driving to get to the next one. Just come to a fork in the road, and I think this is the direction, who knows. You may have noticed it is raining, so there's a few puddles about on that. Spain puddles, not British puddles. Although, saying that, south in the country has been flooding a bit. But yeah, I've not even put it in 4-wheel drive yet, so this is a good one. Well, I've come to the end of this trail now. I did go off piste a bit and do some more extreme stuff than what I was meant to, but I managed to turn around and come back down the mountain. Really loose rock. It was quite exhilarating. But I'm at Burden now, which is the end point of this trail, and I've noticed a couple of spots down there, but I'm going to have a look at the map and see kind of what's next, and we've only got a couple of hours of light left really, so we'll see. Well, this is what I've just done, plus a bit up the mountain here, so I've kind of doubled the route. So I'm here now in Burden. So I've got this, which I've marked as an X, which means it's probably an update that it was out of order, as in kind of a landslide or something. So I'm probably going to come down to this area here. red is not difficult, it's medium. So yeah, we'll see where we'll go from here. Well, things didn't go quite to plan. I didn't make it to the second trail in time, but I was passing this place, it's a campsite, and I thought it's just going to have to do. I could have got to the trail in the dark and then tried to find a flat spot, which I don't know, in these mountains at the very start of it, 'cause it's going to be too dangerous to go at night. So yeah, I found this place, so we're going to settle down for the night here, I believe, and yeah, should get set up really, because it's already getting dark. Got the jet boil stove with me, and I need to get dinner on because I'm absolutely starving after today. Now it's probably quite hard for you to see, but down here I've got the EcoFlow power bank. It's one of the bigger ones and I'm used to using, and that's hooked up to the alternator charger, hooked up to, you know, the alternator and battery lines. So I've got the car charging this and this charging the fridge, which is the EcoFlow fridge. So this has got a battery, this has got a battery, and everything is charged while I'm on the move, which is going to be most of the time on this trip. Be rude of me to do all this work and not buy some beers for the journey. So I've got some Basquelands. Their brewery is very close to here, so I stopped at a craft beer shop and bar, and got a few different ones. So this one is a West Coast IPA, LA Push, and I've had one of these before, not this exact one, but one of their beers in the Beer 52 boxes. So yeah. Cheers. So I arrived here on a Sunday, which isn't out of my control really with the ferry schedule, and most of, well, all of the supermarkets were closed, all of the butchers were closed, just a few mini markets. So I found this one. I've got the bits I need. It's called a fricando and the main ingredient is beef. Now I've got a steak, which I don't know what it is, but it looks a bit like a ribeye to me, a fat one. But you're supposed to use stewing steak. Now I'm pretty glad that this is all they had now, because I'm not going to have to kind of cook it for an hour. So we'll cook this off, then make the sauce and put it back in. Salt this side. Get that off. Turn that down, because I'm going to put some olive oil in here. I'm going to start cooking down some mushrooms. I've got 2 packs, so I'm going to put them in. just have to chop up some garlic roughly here. These are big old cloves. In with our garlic and some thyme. And a little more salt. A little juices in there, so I'm going to put in some flour. That's going to help thicken up the sauce. I'll just get that all mixed in. I'll go in with some chopped tomatoes. And check this out. It's a tiny carton of wine. So go in with some wine. Get that all stirred in. And, if I can get it out, some beef stock. I may add a little bit more of everything. Just get that mix in first. Looks good. Alright, here's that lovely steak all chopped up. I cooked it very, very rare, so we're just going to get that in here. I'm going to turn off the heat. Just get that mixed in there. And to go with this, I've got some crusty bread, so I'm just going to, this knife is useless. Just slice through that. And I think I need to quickly get my awning up because it's starting to rain again. Right, so here we go. It's all looking very lovely. Just going to get that onto my plate, which is bloody from the steak. It's all flavouring. So we get that all on there. Well, first helping anyway. It's a nice crusty bread. Well, here we go already. I'm going to try some of that steak first. Very tender. Wild mushroom mix. Very nice all round. Bit of bread, bit of sauce. I think that'll do nicely. I cannot believe I drive all the way to Spain and I bring the rain with me. Beer's nice though. So apologies for all being a bit rushed. I mean, by the time I got to the first track was 2:30, something like that. And it was quite a long track anyway, plus I went off-piste by kind of doubling it, if not more, because I had to double back on myself. And I very nearly camped at the end of that place. There were some lovely looking spots, but it was a bit early for like a stealth camp like that. So yeah, I tried and failed to get to the next spot. I hoped to do 1.5 today, but that doesn't matter because we've got tomorrow. Good morning. Wow, what a night. I was not expecting that. It was raining in the day, like, you know, pitter patter, but it really came down last night. It was pouring. You probably saw me knock off the water that was on the tarp there, and the tarp wasn't done up that well either. But yeah, very, very wet all night. So that could make today interesting. But yeah, gonna have a cuppa first and make some traditional breakfast. You just saw me use new branded mug. This is special for Christmas, just for a new Christmas box I'm doing. Now this Christmas box, limited edition, you're going to be able to choose 3 of your favourite sauces from the barbecue and the hot sauces. They're all now 250ml bottles, and you'll get all 3 of the spice rubs. That's the Jamaican jerk, the Cajun barbecue and the shawarma. A lot of work's gone into these, and I believe them to be the best on the market, but you be the judge of that. Now inside this box as well, you've got a t-shirt with a design that's just for Christmas. It's only ever going to be in this one box. There's a ferro rod, there's a leather patch, there's stickers, there is also a signed Christmas card from myself. I'm going to sign every single one of them. And the box itself is beautiful. It's kind of textured, it's embossed, it's magnetised, it's really, really nice. A lot of work's gone into that, really proud of it, and for Magda for helping me with that as well. All of this and the sauces and the spices individually are now available to pre-order. So yeah, that's all there. They're all ready to go. We're just getting the pre-orders in, and then we're going to ship them out when we come back from holiday. So yeah, get yours now. Really simple traditional breakfast here. I've got some nice crusty bread, same as what I had last night. And this is going to be pan tumaca. I've got some olive oil, got some nice tomatoes. We can't really taste tomatoes in Britain, so this is going to be a treat. Clove of garlic and some salt. That simple. First stage, I'm just going to grate these tomatoes into kind of a pulp in this bowl. So that's all ready for us, and we've done the rest. I need to cut some nice slices here, so try and keep them quite flat so they toast evenly. So here's my crusty bread, and here some olive oil. I love these little olive oil bottles. I should have bought more. So we're going to turn that round and get them toasting. So going on with the tomatoes, and then just a little salt. I remember the first time having tomatoes outside the UK and just being like, what is this? But here we go. It's amazing what the difference is. Salt, olive oil, bread, tomatoes. Simple, lovely. Final cuppa before I pack away and head off. I'm going to hit some trails today. Should be quite fun. I did realise while having breakfast I forgot to rub some garlic on the toast there, but it was delicious anyway. The tomatoes from another world. So yeah, I'll get this packed away, head out and hit some trails. I'm here for a week, so I've got some other things to do as well you'll be seeing. But yeah, looking forward to them trails. They're going to be pretty muddy. Just looking over the list here, this is on the second page, so we're moving this way to go down to Barcelona. So I think I'm going to aim for the middle here, Sierra de Cadí. It looks like there's a nice mountain to get up here, so there's a couple of trails around there before I descend down towards Barcelona. That's me all packed up and ready, so let's head for the mountains. Would you just look at that? I'm really glad I picked this trail. It's really close to where I camped. It is beautiful. Would you check this out for a view? Absolutely amazing up here. I'm on the somewhat shaded side of the truck here, and there's the stove. Just gonna have a little lunch, something simple to keep on the go. I'm halfway through a trail here. I've done like 2 in 1, got a bit lost. It's been crazy, but really fun. Got a sriracha mac and cheese here, and a chow mein. Just gonna cover that in water. This pot is very oversized, but it'll be fine. Get that going. What a spot. Even the view behind me here is amazing. That way is all the mountains, the Pyrenees. It's so beautiful. Like everywhere, every turning I've wanted to film, but there's just too much to fit in. It'd be cool to mount a camera and just do the whole thing in like a, what do you call it, like a motion time-lapse thing, a hyperlapse. That'd be quite cool, but yeah, I want to string it together into more of a story. I am starving. Et voila, I think I'll start with the Mac. So this here is the sriracha mac and cheese. Not spicy, but packed with flavour. It's been amazing, this. I wish I had longer here, because I had a holiday already booked. I had to come back and pack and go for that, so I couldn't book it for too long, and there was stuff happening before, which is a shame. So it's just over a week. I can't remember exactly what it is, 9 days, something like that, maybe 8. But yeah, because I'm going down south to the desert as well, to Pyrenees, I've only got so long here. But them tracks, you'd need weeks to do them all, especially as I keep getting lost. I wish I carried on to the tracks last night, because I found such a good camp spot, but it's hard to know. It's hard to know, and light was running out. Got all my light bars and everything now hooked up. I'll show you that in a minute, but yeah, you never know. Oh, the flies here are getting a bit much, to be quite honest, so I'm going to move on, and from here on I'm heading down the mountain. Right guys, with them beautiful mountains behind me there, I'm going to call it a day for this video. Now I've got another adventure, as I said, here in Spain, so check that video out next week, and we'll go over some of the truck stuff in that as well, because kind of come to the end of this one naturally, I think. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon.